What is good? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about all of the leaks that we did get tonight in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Now, it's interesting. We got the pink diamond first, okay? We saw pink diamond Khris Middleton as well as the diamond Evo Keegan Murray. Then we saw amethyst Shaun Livingston with diamond Dyson Daniels. And then we got the diamond Jalen Green into the Shaedon Sharpe. Now, my internet wasn't working for the past hour. It was kind of an annoying thing, but we're back. And we're better than ever, okay? So we're going to be breaking down these cards. I've shot around with every single one of them outside of Sharpe and Jalen Green, which I'm about to do right now. But here's what you're looking at, okay? We're looking at 6 new cards, 3 of them being evos. And Dyson Daniels, if they make him right, really might be the real deal. But let's look at Keegan Murray and Khris Middleton first. Now, I'm going to be shooting with these cards as I'm talking about them just to get another better idea, right? I've shot with them already once, but I want to go back, shoot with them again, and make sure they are the real deal. So, for Keegan Murray, his release is interesting, to say the least, guys. And again, if you want to just go into 2KU, and then you can shoot around with every single one of them. Keegan Murray's release, I wouldn't say it's bad. I think it's easy enough to green, easy enough to time, but it's just not the quickest. Khris Middleton has an absolute butter release, okay? That's what I would say about it. It's not that fast. It's not fast really at all, but it is going to be really easy to time in green because it has that exact spot where you need to release it. So that's kind of some brief things to talk about. Now, obviously, Middleton in 2KU shoot-around is not going to be able to move that well, anything like that. But the one thing about Khris Middleton that I'm having a hard time with is when you compare him to Vince, when you compare him to Michael Jordan. Is he going to be better than those guys? I don't think so. And that's kind of the hard part about Khris Middleton is it's like, sure, he's going to be knocked down. He's 6'7", probably going to be able to defend decently. But is he better than Vince? No. Is he better than MJ? No. And so that's going to be kind of the hard part with him. Now, for Keegan Murray, I think his potential is off the charts. Now, let's start with this, okay? Player model in my team, he's going to be 6'8", probably with like I don't know, whatever his wingspan was last year, which was decent. Now, his release looks ugly, okay? It looks really, really ugly. And honestly, it is ugly. I mean, I don't even know if there is any way to sugarcoat it. It's ugly. It's not very quick. It's bad, okay? And I love Keegan Murray, man. He went to Iowa. I want Keegan Murray to be good, and I think he still can because his release is still going to be easy to green. But just kind of know in the back of your minds that his release is not great, okay? It's not going to be ideal. He has the decent behind the back. I think it is a Steph Curry behind the back. Really what I'm going to need to see out of Keegan is a decent driving dunk, which I don't think it's going to be that high, a decent 3-ball, but I need to see him be great on the defensive end of the court. I need to see him be very similar to this guy right here in Andre Kirilenko. That's what I personally need to see. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be exactly like that, but that's kind of what I'm hoping Keegan Murray looks like. Because his release, it's not great, but it's quicker than a guy like Andre Kirilenko's. Then next up, we see Dyson Daniels and Shaun Livingston. Now, talk about guys with a quick release, guys. Dyson Daniels has one of the quickest releases in all of my team. Now, let's just take a look here. The thing is, he's only 6'6". Last year, he was 6'8". So, a lot of people are like, is Dyson Daniels going to be the best point guard in the game? Now, there's a couple of sides to this. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is I do not expect his interior defense to be good. Now, does that hurt him? Yes. It hurts him a lot when we got a guy like Donovan Mitchell. If his interior is not above a 60, I don't think he's the best point guard in the game. But even if they don't give him any better of a 3-ball, his release is so smooth. It's on quick timing. He's got the MJ dribble style. There's no way around it. Dyson Daniels is going to be good in my team. I just personally think there's going to be a limit to how good, right? I think when you talk about and Derrick Rose, I don't think he's going to be that good. I think he's going to be the best budget point guard in the game. I think that's what you're looking at, right? When you look at a guy like Jaden Ivey, another Evo card that we got, he's solid for budget cards, but that's about it, right? And I think that's kind of what we're going to be looking at for Dyson Daniels. This already has people thinking Cade Cunningham's automatically going to be a point guard and this and that, which I don't even know if I'd go that far. But Dyson Daniels is going to be really, really solid for budget players out there. Not going to be super expensive. But again, don't expect him to just to be the best point guard in the game, in my opinion. Now, last but certainly not least, guys, we got Shaun Livingston. Okay, not last, but in this Evo, last. Okay, he's an amethyst, and when I shut around with Shaun Livingston, I'm not gonna sit up here in front of you guys and say his release was horrible, because it wasn't horrible. But was it as good as Dyson Daniels? No. I would say it's not bad, though. The problem is we know that Shaun Livingston's probably not going to get a 3-ball. And say what you want about it. That is a little bit of a problem. He is 6'7", and he's going to have a decent player model, so that has to be in the back of your minds. The problem with Shaun Livingston is he's going to be a mid-range marksman if they make him realistic. But outside of his ability to shoot in the mid-range, I don't expect too much, right? I mean, if you look at his play now card, which I'm on right now, his play now card has a 45 3-ball. So, I mean, even if he gets like a 55 3-ball, I just have a hard time seeing Shaun Livingston that can't shoot make many squads. But I will say, for budget ballers, I still think he's going to be solid. Say what you want about him. He's not going to be the best point guard in the game, but for budget cards, he is going to be just fine. Last but certainly not least, we got Shaedon Sharpe as well as Jalen Green. Now let's go to a Jalen Green first here and just see what we're working with. Now, the first thing I noticed with this base gold Jalen Green is that he's got 83 speed with good acceleration as well as a great vertical rating. Now, I'm going to go and shoot around with Jalen Green because that's going to make or break the card. He's only 6'4". He's a shooting guard, small forward. And so if you're only 6'4" with a 6'7" wingspan at the shooting guard position, you're going to have one of the better releases in the game. And he doesn't. It's not, I wouldn't say it's horrible, but it's not good. Jalen Green's release is not good. And I know there's going to be people out there that are like, Ty, his release is fine. It's not that bad. You know what? You're right. It's usable. But my whole thing is this. He is 6'4" at the shooting guard position. And for budget cards, that's fine. But when we got a guy like this, right? When we got this guy in my team, please tell me what Jalen Green's gonna have better than him. Maybe his ability to handle the ball, but that would be about it. Benedict's gonna be taller, gonna have a better release, gonna do basically everything better on the court. So that's the problem I have personally with Jalen Green. And I'm not counting him off, because who knows what they make him, and he's going to be able to dunk, and that's one of the most important things in my team right now. But I just think there's definitely a limit to how good he specifically can be, especially with a release that I'm not in love with for Jalen Green. Now for Sharpe here, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? He's 6'6" at the shooting guard position. That's already better than Jalen Green. Now release-wise, gross. Okay, that's all I can say. His release, gross. I mean, every release in this game, I personally feel like is easy to green. Sharpe's is really easy to green. The problem is, it's not quick, and he's a shooting guard. If he would be a center with this release, I'd be like, it's an average enough release, because, I mean, it takes him a while to kind of crank that thing up there above his head. But it's just, to me, again, he's 6'6" with a slow release. How is that going to be better than Mathurin? Heck, if you guys want to go all the way and talk about it, how is that going to be better than, I mean, any of these shades of cards, right? How is that going to be better than a guy like Ochai Agbaji, a guy I absolutely love with a great wingspan at the shooting guard position, great defensively? That's kind of the difficult part I'm having with it. Now, with these Evos cards, I'm not super high on any of these. Dyson's going to be really good for budget players. Shaun Livingston's going to be good for budget players. Keegan Murray, probably okay for budget cards. But this drop tomorrow is not one I'm super excited about. I love Middleton. Maybe his best position is going to be that small forward position. I just have a hard time seeing him play over Vince or a guy like Michael Jordan. That's going to wrap it up for my video today, guys. Hopefully each and every guys did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.